Next up is our friend Mr. Bruce Himmelblau from Blue Sky Video Productions. He's got a little topic he's going to talk on today called hashtag social media marketing strategy. Okay, Bruce.
Okay. Thank you much. I'm Bruce of Blue Sky Video Productions. We're a full-service video production company, as I mentioned earlier, and a YouTube strategist, although we also delve into other platforms such as Instagram and Twitter and Facebook and stuff like that. So, how many here, probably everybody, has heard the term hashtag? So that's what a hashtag looks like. It's a little pound sign. They came up with that, maybe 30 years ago. It could have been anything. It could have been a dot. It could have been the @ sign. It could have been, well, actually it couldn't probably @ sign because the @ signs are designed for the email. But it could have been any character. They found that hashtag tag was probably the easiest, most common used. And so hashtags are used to identify words, to separate them from the actual word that in a sentence. So if you're doing a search, and Twitter and Instagram are not great search tools if you're searching for a word, like marketing. Marketing could be part of a sentence that is talking about marketing. But by putting the hashtag marketing, that's adding a subject. It's adding a search to that word. And there are, in general, 5 ways you can use hashtags. One is local. So terms like Green Oaks, Libertyville, Vernon Hills, Mundelein, Lake County. And notice the words Lake County is one word. So hashtag Lake County. If you put down hashtag Lake space County, that would be hashtag Lake, which has a different meaning altogether. So hashtags are a combination of characters, letters, and words. So if you're using a hashtag such as real estate, that's one word, real estate. And so if you're doing it for local, and people are searching for local items, then you can be using these terms, these hashtags. Second would be brand name. So again, Mickey Finn's, it's a location, but it's also a brand. And GLMV Chamber, if a business doesn't actually have a profile on a platform or isn't really using that profile on that platform, you can't tag them, and you tag them with the @ sign. So if they're not on the platform and you want to call attention to that business, you would use a hashtag. So if your company is not really on Twitter, then you can use, or if you're commenting on a location that you're at, I love the pizza at Joe's Pizza, but Joe's Pizza doesn't have a Twitter account. You can use hashtag Joe's Pizza. And then when people are searching for a company like Joe's Pizza or looking for reviews on Joe's Pizza, they can do like they would do use the hashtag Joe's Pizza and discover all the comments based on that. So that's a brand. And all the major brands have both hashtags and profiles. Coca-Cola, Beard & Warner, and mention many more. Also, trending items. Trending items is, I just put up some categories for trending items. They could also be specific items, which I'll go in the next slide. But sports, politics, celebrities, and world news are all general categories for trending items. Yesterday, the State of the Union address was trending. This Sunday is going to be the Oscars. And that takes me to the next platform, which is holidays, seasons, and activities. So Christmas. If you haven't used the hashtag Christmas or Christmas shopping for your business, you missed out a lot for last season. Coming up this weekend, again, Oscars, Valentine's Day, spring, coming up on the 21st, Groundhog Day a couple days ago. So if you're looking to do a post and call attention to that post and get attention to who you are and what you're doing, you would use these common hashtags. The one problem you run into is that you've got a couple million people also using the exact same hashtags. And so how do you stand out? Well, these are some of the most common keywords. I would recommend and not recommend using these keywords for the exact same reason. Everybody else is using them. So if you use a keyword such as business, if someone maybe does a combination of keywords, a business and Libertyville, then you're going to stand out. But if they're doing something like business, which is like the #1 keyword, which has maybe a couple billion uses over the different platforms, you're not going to stand out. So you would use that with a combination of other keywords. And again, this is both with search as well as with your post. So again, Google is great for search engine, but if you're on a platform looking for something for a good restaurant, let's say you're in the area, you go to Instagram and you type in Mickey Finn's, and you see all the posts that people have been posting on Mickey Finn's, how much, posting pictures, posting comments, posting food suggestions. You're looking through the menu, like what should I order? You look through the Instagram posts of people like, oh, that looks good. Because I've gotten away from going to restaurants where they have pictures of the food on the menu, so you don't really know what the food's going to look like. Instagram's a great place to look at what the food looks like. Hashtag used for search and discovery. This is where you start using it for getting found. You can, in the actual feed of Instagram, you can use up to 30 hashtags. And they're like, well, can I even think of 30 hashtags? And then on the Instagram story, you can have up to 3 hashtags. If you use more than 3, they just don't count. So you're figuring out which hashtags to use. First of all, very popular hashtags. This is the ones like business, but to a smaller scale. The ones that get 300,000 to 1 million. So when you start typing in a word or a hashtag that you're thinking about using, what happens while you're typing it out is Instagram will actually show you how many posts have used that hashtag. And then so you figure out, you type in like Libertyville, it'll say 305,000 posts have used this hashtag. And so okay, well that's perfect within my common hashtag references. But you're not limited to just those very popular ones. You can also use moderately popular ones. And this is 80,000 to 300,000. And again, this is arbitrary, and you can look through there. This morning I posted something, I was looking out the kitchen window and I saw the squirrel climb up onto this little garden stool that we have in the backyard. So I took out my phone and shot a video, 15 seconds of that, posted it to TikTok, posted it to Instagram, used a bunch of hashtags, because I had actually just put this presentation together. I actually tried to go for 30 hashtags. And so I was using hashtags such as nature and squirrel and squirrels. If you use a plural, that's actually a different hashtag. And then I also used Lake Bluff, Lake Forest, Libertyville, because those are Lake County, which were location based. And I threw in a couple of my branding ones, even though it was off-brand, bsvpTV, Video Productions, Blue Sky, YouTube Strategist. So I threw those in. So if you ever go onto a platform such as Instagram and you type in hashtag bsvpTV, it's unique enough that you're going to see all my posts. And that's another thing, is you want to keep kind of a branded hashtag, which I'll talk in a second, about something that is unique to you. So your niche specific hashtags, if you're in real estate, mortgage, buyers, sellers, real estate terms, marketing terms, specialty advertising terms, etc. So those are going to get less than your 1 million hashtags. So you're more unique in that sense. And then again, branded hashtags. So again, my 2 main branded hashtags are going to be bsvpTV and YouTube Strategist. And I haven't cornered the market on YouTube Strategist because there's a couple other out there that have been using it, but I'm showing up. I'm showing up in maybe the top 10. And so if someone's looking for YouTube strategists in Illinois, they're mostly going to go with me because the other popular ones are in Europe. So again, I'm trying to claim a unique hashtag that when someone thinks of it and someone searches for it, I'm the one who shows up. So if you've got dream makers, bath and kitchen, that could be a single hashtag. If you want to, actually, I mean, if you have a phone, there you go. If you have your phones, you can take them out, take pictures. If you're on Instagram, if you're on Facebook, if you ever wanted to try a Facebook story, this is the perfect time to do it. Take out your phone, log into your favorite app, take a picture up here saying at a GLMV Chamber Business Roundtable meeting, listening to information about hashtags. Hashtag bsvpTV or at bsvpTV. So again, that's an app. And the difference between a hashtag and a mention is, that's the squirrel. There you go. And with my squirrel post, 42% of people who view that video don't follow me. So because I use the hashtags, they found me through that mechanism. So they never saw me, they never heard of me, but they're seeing my content. Once they see my content, they click through my profile, then they start following me, then they message me like, oh, by the way, I was thinking about doing this, can you do that for me, or you can help me with that information. And again, since I'm in marketing, I'm going to get different calls than if I'm in finance or in specialty advertising or in real estate. So again, that kind of gives you your 15 to 20 to 30 hashtags that you can use in a post. You can kind of divide those up into, and you don't have to go exactly by those numbers. You can weigh them in different ways if you want. This graph shows you that with the super popular ones, you're going to get seconds. Those hashtags show up as in the feed, and then they're gone within seconds, especially if they're getting over 1 million uses. So those are going to show up for a few seconds, but if you use something that is a little bit moderately, they're going to give you a couple hours because less people have used those. And then the ones that are niche specific or branded, they're going to get months because they're not really that popular. And so the top uses, you may only get maybe 40 views on that video or 40 interactions, but because it's so specific, it's going to show up as most popular or top search results. So that's your options for search is both search and recent. So the search is going to be on interaction, on people have viewed it, people who have commented on it. Those are going to show up on the top of your phone. And again, I can show that real quick. So here's the post. Got 20 views. I just posted it this morning. So here are the hashtags I use: squirrel, pets, nature, cute, trees, Lake Forest, Lake Forest, Illinois, because there's a Lake Forest, California. Lake County, because there's Lake County, Indiana. But then if you go to your search, that's a little magnifying glass. But if you start searching for something, and specifically, let's say tags. So here's real estate. 33.3 million posts. The top is right there on the left. You look how video is getting a more prominent space than a still. And then recent is real time. So this is something posted in the past minute or two. So if you're looking for something, searching for something, what relevance is time based on popularity? And then once you type in real estate, they also give you other suggestions. So if you are searching for something, let's say I'm looking for a real estate agent or realtors or properties, house hunting, these are also great hashtags that you can use in future posts if you're a real estate agent. And then if you actually are a real estate agent, maybe you want to follow the hashtag real estate to see what's popular. Maybe if there's somebody out there posting something in your industry, some trends. So what's a good, some bonus tips? How do you make a good hashtag for your business? Find the right length. Shorter is easier to type in. Something that relatively short length, make it clear so that if you type in something like Joe's, people don't know what you're talking about as opposed to Joe's Pizza. And brand related, easy to search, easier to remember. So if you type in something like Joe's Pizza is the franchise in Lake County, Illinois, no one's ever really going to search for that. So 10 to 20 characters is ideal length. YouTube Strategist falls within that. bsvpTV doesn't, but it's also unique enough that it's working. And how do you know if it's working? This is where the marketing person comes in. Look at your statistics. Instagram actually shows you how people found you. Here is a post that we did, got 1,261 views, basically from the hashtag that we used. So the way you find your statistics is just go to your Instagram profile, if you've got one, and go to the post itself, and right underneath the post, it says View Insights. And it'll show you how many likes you have, how many comments you have, how many people forwarded to other people, how many shares, and how many people have actually bookmarked it because they liked it so much. Questions? So again, hashtags are great for search, for discovery. So if you've never ever been on Instagram, if you don't even, you just open your account, you can still search for other people and get ideas that way. Yes, Connie.
YouTube tutorials, office tutorials, come in, have people gather their staffs like this, and do the ABCs on this thing.
I haven't actually gone into businesses. I think that's on my goal plan for this year, is actually to reach out to businesses. I've given a number of presentations like this in different groups. I'm actually presenting for the mastermind group end of the month. Ideally, Steve was talking about how he brings in people. I just stopped eating that French fry. So how he brings in people to talk about different subjects. And yeah, I'm open to that, to talk about video marketing to a niche group of people.